Hey guys, welcome back. Today you might notice some changes. One of them is I made my bed and I have an AC unit. Not much else to really notice. Just kidding. Yes, I did shave my beard. Had some skin issues, had some rashy, kind of blotchy spots all over my skin. Need to take care of it. Don't worry, it will grow back. And yes, it will grow back. I like myself with a beard. But let's get into the actual deck that we're going over. Today we're going over Galvantula EX with Blissey EX. It looked like a really fun deck. It is going to upset people, and here's why. So Joltik, for one colorless, with its jolting charge, search your deck for 2 grass and 2 lightning, and attach them however you like. This is going to be an engine very early on. We can accept the prize card being taken for 4 energy being accelerated. Super good. We have the Galvantula EX with its charging web attack, lightning, and colorless. Does 110, but if your opponent's Pokemon is an EX or a V, it'll do 110 more. It also has the Fulgurite or Fulgrite. Don't you tell me in the comments how to say it. But for grass, lightning, fighting, it does 180, and your opponents cannot use items next turn. This is really good. Item lock is always fantastic. I've never seen a deck where where item lock isn't extra strong. Items come in handy. A lot of A-specs are currently items, and yeah, it'll stop you from playing them. You do have the baby Galvantula for the Charizard matchup. Well, and Roaring Moon too, but mostly for the Charizard matchup. With its Compound Eyes ability, attack do 50 more to your opponent's active Pokemon, which is good. And you have the Shocking Web attack for grass and colorless. It does 50, but if you have lightning attached to it, it does another 80 more. So that's 130 plus 50 is 180. 180 times 2 for the weakness on Charizard is 360. Bing bing, knockout. We are also running the Chansey and Blissey. Blissey with its Happy Switch ability, once per turn, per Blissey, you can move 1 basic energy from one of your Pokemon to another one. It does have an attack, return for triple colorless, 180, and you can draw until you have 6. Will we be using it? I don't know. Does it come in handy? Maybe, but I can see this very easily not being used because we want to use Galvantula more than not. We do have the Bidoof and Bibarel line with its Industrious Incisors, draw until you have 5 in your hand. We have the Mew with its return ability. If you don't have 3, you can draw until you have 3. Squawkabilly with its Squawk and Seize, play it down on your first turn only, discard your hand, draw until you have 6. And Radiant Greninja, we kind of want to be able to put energy in discard for a card that we'll talk about in a minute. Radiant Greninja is the best at it, and it draws you 2 cards at the same time. We are running the Arven, Iono, Boss, and Crispin. Arven, search your deck for item and tool, put it in your hand. Iono, everybody puts their hand on the bottom of their deck and draws however many prize cards they have. Boss, it's a gusting effect, bring up a bench Pokemon to your opponent's active. And Crispin. Crispin says search your deck for 2 different types of energy, attach 1, and then put the other one in your hand. This is really good. You can go ahead and do this as your supporter for turn, attach, and then attach manually from your hand of the Pokemon that you wanted to attach to. We do have the Glass Trumpet. Glass Trumpet says you can only use it if you have a Terra Pokemon in play. Luckily, Galvantula is one of those. Choose up to 2 benched colorless Pokemon and attach 1 energy from your discard to each of those 2. It's really good. We're going to be able to attach to Blissey, potentially be attaching to Bibarel, moving that energy with Blissey onto Galvantula, and we're going to keep moving with Galvantula. I will say I forgot to mention that Galvantula says you do have to discard when you use Fulgurite. You do have to discard all of the energy attached in order to do that attack. So Fulgurite 180, opponents can't use items, but you have to discard your energy from Galvantula. Way too late to say that, but hey, there you go. That's why Blissey and the Trumpets are so important. We're running a pretty normal standard item set, I think, at this point. These should be staples in every deck, or mostly every deck. We are running the Powerglass. Powerglass says if the Pokemon this card is attached to is in the active slot, after your turn, attach a basic energy from your discard to it. So you can Powerglass, you have a Powerglass on Galvantula, you get your lightning back, boom. Not bad. We are also running the Sparkling Crystal, a brand new A-Spec and really good for Terra Pokemon. Attacks of Terra Pokemon this card's attached to cost 1 energy less, and it can be any energy less. So you attach this, you don't have lightning, but you have grass energy. Guess what? You can say my first attack on Galvantula, Charging Web, only costs colorless, not gets rid of the colorless, it gets rid of the lightning. So you only cost colorless and can attack. Super, super strong. Other than that, that is the deck list. I think it's really good. I think it's a solid deck list. Let me know what you think. Let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so we will be going first, and that's a great thing that we're going first. We want to be able to evolve our Galvantulas. We want to be evolving our Chanseys, we want to be evolving our Bidoofs. All of those are super important to have first. So going first is excellent. Joltik down, unfortunately not the best start, but it is something that we can use. Crispin will work for now. Let's get ourselves a Chansey. Because we have the Bliss, let's get ourselves a Nest Ball. Let's go with the... Yeah, we don't have a ton that we can use here. So let's... While we're in it, let's get ourselves... the Greninja. Ultra Ball, we can get rid of Crispin. We're eventually going to get rid of all of it because we are going to be getting ourselves a Squawk. Squawk is important here because we're going first, we want to be able to load up some stuff. Okay, conceal cards. We will get rid of our grass energy. Okay. Lightning energy here. We'll hold on to this just in case, and we will unfortunately end our turn. So far, this could be worse. Galvantula will be knocking this out. We have attach for turn. Actually, we have Sparkling Crystal, so we can use it no matter what. Concealed cards drops that off. We have 2 in discard. Okay. I don't mind attaching this here. I don't mind doing this here. I don't mind doing this here. We can go ahead and get rid of that for another Joltik. Okay. Let's go ahead and get the Glass Trumpet going. Glass Trumpet we can drop here and here. We can then go ahead and Iono. Okay, we do have a Bidoof and a Joltik. I like that. Bidoof here. We have Arven for next turn. And we will go ahead and Item Lock. Item Lock is very important. It's the 1. And we have a Bidoof. Okay, well, that will work. What's really nice about the Sparkling Crystal is Sparkling Crystal is going to be able to say we get to ignore any of the energy requirements. So we can just attach this basic fighting energy to Galvantula and use it that way. Okay, Let's go ahead and conceal cards. Okay, we got another Galvantula down. I actually don't hate the idea of Crispin here. Crispin will get us this and that. We can get the... we can put this in our hand and attach here. Attach this here. And we will go ahead and... I like keeping him item locked, actually. I like keeping him item locked. Okay, another Arven and a Joltik. Our hand's getting big for no reason, though. Okay. Area 0. Under depths. Water energy. Assault landing does 70. Okay. 70. There's no stadium in play. Okay, so it has to have a stadium. Okay. I like this here. We can go ahead and get ourselves an Ultra Ball and a tool card. We'll get Powerglass. I don't think that's a big deal. Powerglass here. Ultra Ball. We can get rid of this Bidoof. And we'll get rid of this. Ooh, no, I don't want to get rid of the Switch. We'll get rid of the Joltik. We get ourselves a Blissey. I think Blissey is really good here. Bliss down. We can Trumpet. I don't mind throwing this here and this here on Blissey. We can use Bliss to move this here. And we should be able to attack. Charge Web. Knock them out. Like I said in the first one, this one, I think it would be really cool to go first. We want to be able to get the Galvantulas up and running. We want to be able to get our Blissies up and running. We want to get our Bidoofs up and running. These are all things that we need, and he'll give it to us. I think that's great. We do get a Chansey. We do get a... Okay, so this is actually a really good hand to start. Blissey up front, or potential Chansey up front, not the best. Duskull, okay. So Duskull could be literally anything. We'll go ahead and get ourselves... Inspect the board. Let's get ourselves double Joltik. Let's get ourselves a Nest Ball. Let's look for... Okay, we do not have Greninja. Let's go ahead and Squawk. I think that's fine. We can go ahead and put this here. Let's get ourselves... we should have done that. We should have did it the other way. Now that I'm thinking about it, we should have did it the other way. That's okay, though. Ultra Ball, we can go ahead and get ourselves... We can get ourselves the... I don't want to get the Mew yet. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a Bidoof. I think that's smart. Unfortunately, we're getting rid of this Earthen Vessel just because, but we do have Squawking Seas, so we should be fine. And the Bidoof was an incredibly smart idea. Ultra Ball. We will use that Ultra Ball next turn. Let's go ahead and end our turn here. Just in case they have an Iono, we don't want to overuse some of our resources. Ultra Ball being one of the resources we kind of want to keep. Okay, we are going against a Zard build of some kind. Probably Charizard with the Grand Tree, so it's important that we are able to knock that out and hold on to our one Artazon and kind of hold on to it, and they won't instant charge. Okay, Ultra Ball down. Bibarel here. Let's go ahead and Ultra Ball away the Joltik and the Arven to get ourselves a Blissey. Blissey down. Grass attachment. And we can go ahead and Iono. Okay, okay. Artazon, we will keep. We do not want to give them that opportunity just yet. This is not a great hand, but luckily 300 HP. We have tons and tons of health. As long as they don't put the Grand Tree down and get everything up and running immediately, we should be okay. That Iono might be able to help us out. Basic Fire Energy. We'll probably retreat. Buddy-Buddy gets another Charmander. Okay, so they don't have the Pidgey, or they don't have another Duskull. Nest Ball to get... Luminion. Luminion does not activate, so that's something... That's maybe something they weren't anticipating. Or they're trying to get another down. Let's go ahead and Galvantula. That'll give us some access to Glass Trumpet, and we have 1 energy. I don't mind throwing this here. I don't mind throwing Glass Trumpet down to put it on Squawk. And let's go ahead and oh no. We are keeping them at 6, but that's okay. Okay. Mew could be could be something. We kind of have to hold... We don't have to, but we can go ahead and happy switch. We'll switch this here. Any energy? We do not have any energy. That's okay, because we can Crispin, and let's go ahead and end our turn. Hopefully they don't hit us with an Iono. We've got a great hand other than a couple things. We've got a pretty decent hand right this second, so hopefully we're not going to get too beat up. Gets the Pidgeot. Pidgeot's going to start... He's going to start moving things forward. We do have plenty of things to hit or to KO. There's that Iono. We kind of wanted that hand. That's okay, though. We got the switch for next turn. Okay, Glass Trumpet, Arven. Okay, let's switch. We'll hit the Galvantula. Arven to get ourselves an Ultra Ball. Ultra Ball will get rid of these to get ourselves another... To get ourselves the baby Galvantula. I think that's smart. Baby Galvantula down. Glass Trumpet. Glass Trumpet gets this and this. We can do the Nest Ball. Nest Ball will get us... Look. Okay, we do need to get another Chansey on board. I think that's incredibly smart. We can do Industrious Incisors. Okay, we've got another Blissey for next turn. We can start really moving energy around. And we will go ahead and Fulgurite. Item Lock. Item Lock is going to be really nice right now. We're going to be able to stop them from using Ultra Balls, rare candies, things of that nature. We're going to slow them down just enough to where we're not going to worry about what's going on. I probably should have attached that Powerglass. It is going to make it really hard. We can Glass Trumpet. Well, we can Glass Trumpet, the Lightning Energy, and one of the other energy, so we can potentially knock something out this next turn, but we will see what happens. We have 3 energy, that's okay. Hopefully we don't need too many things to deal with. It would be really cool to... Okay, Charmander, and they pass the turn. Okay, Grass Energy down. Let's go ahead and evolve a Bliss. We will do the Powerglass here. We can Trumpet. the lightning and the grass energy. We can trumpet again the fighting energy. We can attach the grass energy. Oh, we could have done it a different way. Let's go ahead and Industrious Incisors. Okay, well, we can now Powerglass to Bliss. Bliss, we will Happy Switch. We'll get the lightning. And then Bliss, we will get that there. And we can go ahead and, unfortunately, we're going to have to Charge Web. We do open them up now to their items. Radiant Greninja could have come in clutch a little earlier, but is kind of worthless now. Sparkling Crystal doesn't help us out at the moment. We didn't quite move our energies around the way we thought we could. Yeah, we could have done better, but we're still okay. Right now, a Charizard is not doing a ton of damage. He is going to get the knockout here on this Galvantula, but that's okay. Okay, Grand Tree. He will go ahead and give us another prize card, which will take our Bibarel down. Gotta hurt me that way, man. But that's okay. We'll take another prize card. We got the Crispin, so things could be looking up. Especially if he has Charizard, we can Crispin onto the Galvantula. There's a couple things we could be doing here. Okay, we've got another Crispin. I like the Joltik here. I like the Sparkling Crystal there. This does... I don't know why I think I know why he gave up the Luminion over the Charmander. Charmander does not help him a ton, but that's okay. We can go ahead and do this. We will move a Happy Switch. We'll do this here. We will hold on to that lightning. We can do this. Move that from here to this Joltik, so we're a little bit safer. And then we can go ahead and do Charged Web. It is going to get us a big knockout. That's fine. We'll go down to one prize. And okay, and a Night Stretcher will hopefully get us everything we need. Okay, attaches Fire Energy to a Charmeleon. Okay, goes and gets another card. Has the Fez. Fez will get him 3 more cards. Let's see. Charmander down. Okay. Counter Catcher. Probably brings up a Blissey. No, brings out the Galvantula. Hits the Insta Charge. That's actually okay. We will go ahead and hit the Artazon so he cannot evolve. Go ahead and retreat into Galvantula. And we'll go ahead and Bliss from here to here. We have enough to take the knockout. I shouldn't have been doing any of that. If you've got knockout, just take knockout. But that'll be the end of the game. And there you go, Galvantula EX with Blissey EX. I really like this deck. I think it is incredibly strong. Obviously, as you saw, that item lock comes in really handy, and being able to just say, I don't want your Ogerpons, I don't want your Pheasantipity, I don't want your Mew, your Squawk, your Luminion, your Rotoms, and just being able to knock one of those out just immediately, and for only two, potentially one energy, really, really good. We're not really worried about the Area 0 underdepths in this case. Reason being is that a lot of other decks are going to be using it currently, so you can take advantage of that and have Bibarel, your Mew, your Greninja, you can have all of that on the bench because you already run it, and because you run a Terra Pokemon and they are running the Area 0 underdepths. Would I take this to a cup? Yeah. Yes, I would. Would I take this to a challenge? I probably am, honestly. I have a challenge coming up soon, and I will be going to that, and I probably will be using this list. Would I take this to a regional? Don't know yet. We haven't seen how the meta is going to play out and how well it does, but would I? If the meta is correct, and I think this would do well in the meta, probably yes. We don't have a lot of fighting Pokemon that can deal with this. It does knock out the Teal Mask, or no, excuse me, it does knock out the Cornerstone Ogerpon. So even if it hits for weakness, it doesn't really matter because we'll just trade KOs as long as we can get the first KO. Overall, I really like this deck. What would I change? Well, I don't know that we necessarily need the 2 Crispin. I like it, but we could probably get rid of that for another consistency card. Throw another Nest Ball in there. Maybe even potentially throw in a Squavit. I like refreshing my hand a lot so that Ionos kind of become redundant with that, but it never hurts to mess with their hand, so, you know. But Squavit really kind of could come in clutch, so maybe getting rid of a Crispin, maybe adding another Artazon could help. That way you can get your Blissies out, your Bidoofs out, your Joltiks out, might help a little bit more. Overall, I don't think I would change a ton in this list. I actually really like it. I think this is a good list. That Galvantula is going to come in clutch against a lot, or the baby Galvantula is going to come in really clutch against a lot of the Charizards that are going to be running around, especially with Charizard running around with the Grand Tree, where it's able to just bloop, and there you go, there you have it. I'll talk about Grand Tree when I do Charizard next. Overall, I think this is a good deck. I think you'll like it, and I think you should play it. Or don't. That way I can play it and be the best Galvantula player in the world. I didn't say that. Anyway, if you would please like, share, comment, subscribe, do all the things to help me do this and continue to do this. As of time of recording, we are at 96 subscribers, and it would be a great deal. It would mean a great deal to me if we were able to push over the threshold of 100. So please subscribe. It would do me a world of good, especially to my mental health. With that, have fun, stay safe. I love you. Bye.